Last week on my first episode of Forgotten Photos, I scrapbooked 4 pages, finally getting my triathlon from 2.5 years ago in a scrapbook.
This week was all about getting ready for my February retreat. Would there still be time to scrapbook?
I've spent so much time completing huge album projects. You may have seen them here on YouTube. I've neglected all the other photos in my life. So now I'm going into my files and I'm going into my computer. So grab your trimmer and hurry to your scrapbook room. This is the Forgotten Photos.
It was a family affair getting me ready for my 5-day winter retreat I was hosting. While I prepared classes, prizes, gifts, activities, and the menu, Jeff baked the desserts, Nathaniel carried everything upstairs for me, and Nicholas slept. Just look at all of those boxes and containers that had to come up the stairs. I was happy to tip my sweet helper who stayed up past 2 a.m. waiting for me to be ready. With my retreat starting tomorrow, it was time to get busy on my forgotten photos.
I made it all the way to the second episode before I came in here without any makeup on, but here I am. It is almost 2:30 in the morning and my retreat is tomorrow. So the retreat actually starts in about 12 hours and I need to get up at 8 a.m. in the morning and we'll get the car loaded and the coolers packed and all that. But I am committed. This is my last chance to do my pages for this week for Forgotten Photos. So I'm going to take care of this right now, and I'll edit the video while I'm at the retreat.
So we're going to go back to that 2012 folder I pulled out last week, and I'm going to find some photos to do.
I had hoped to get Nathaniel's opinion on this, let him pick something out, but he's gone to bed now, and this is my last chance.
Certainly I will find something here.
And then we're going to do some scrapbooking in the middle of the night.
I found so many choices here just in the month of August 2012. The question is not what to scrapbook, it's what not to scrapbook. But it's after 2:30 in the morning, so I need to pick one, and maybe I'll just do a single page. We've got a baseball game. We've got lots of random pictures here. We've got horseback riding. We've got playground, and we've got more playground with bike riding. Okay, I'm going to eliminate baseball because I've done enough of that recently. And I'm going to eliminate this whole random pile of photos, no matter how fun they are. I could make one really cute page with these 5 photos of horseback riding. I'd love that. Or could I make a double page spread of 2 days at the playground? I'm really in the mood for these horse photos, and I think I can do it with one really cute page, and maybe that won't take me so long. I know just the Boilermaker cartridges that I might use. I think the barbed wire. And maybe this rustic fence, maybe one of them, not both. And I'm going to use this horse punch here. Perfect. My inventory of stickers and paper are upstairs and packed and ready for the retreat, so I'm going to have to use something from my own stash. You would think I would have something in all of this. Didn't get the On the Farm collection for myself, unfortunately, but I've got these 2 older collections, Leave Nothing Behind and a secret box collection from a while back called Wandering Wild. And they're both, while they're not farm, they're giving me kind of a farm vibe here. Since I have the punch and the BMCs I've already chosen, I don't really care about stickers and embellishments because those are really specific for like mountain views and things like that. Ooh, there's some animal tracks. I don't know if any of these are horse. Just leave nothing behind and then just get these papers. I think these go really well with my photos, so let's get started. All right, let's see what we have here, and if I can crop these photos down at all. I really kind of don't want to. I think I'll make this one a square, maybe. Look at me just going ahead and doing this without measuring anything or without deciding what I'm going to do. So we'll make this maybe a 4x4 square. But everything else, I really don't want to cut anything out. I mean, this could be cut a little bit, but that fence in the back is so pretty. This could probably be a square, but there is an adorable horse right there poking his head through. Whatever I do, I can't crop him out. But let's crop this one a little bit. Leave that cute little horse photo bombing in there. All right, that was an easy one to make for. These are not full 4x6 photos anyway. Oh my goodness, this is so precious. This is Jeff's youngest sister, Katie, and her horse, Lakota, who she still has. And she gave Nathaniel several fun horseback riding lessons starting when he was, I think, just 4 years old.
But isn't he a beautiful horse? So because I'm putting so many pictures on the page, I really don't have a lot of room to mat them. So we're not going to mat them. Maybe just one. If I mat anything, it's going to be this one right here. So I'm looking to see what paper these photos look better on, because one's going to be a border around the page and one's going to be the base page. So they seem to really pop here without a photo mat, and over here, not so much because it's the lighter paper. So let's make this our main page, and this is going to be a border around it. Now I could just cut this one off completely, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to have, I want a 1/2 inch border all the way around. So we're going to cut 1 inch off of 2 adjacent sides on our front page. Save that for something else. And now I could just mat this just like that, and how pretty, a nice page. Okay, but I want to save some of this paper. So let's use our wonderful 12-inch trimmer and just haphazardly cut out the middle here, leaving plenty of space for me to mount the front page on, but saving this paper in the middle to possibly use as some mats or something. Wow, I was sleepy earlier. I'm really waking up now. Scrapbooking can do that. I could stay up all night, but I can't. Okay, so now we have a nice frame for our page. Looks really good. And then we'll have room for all these photos here. I don't know that I can use both of these. This does have a little white fence. Maybe I could make a white fence. But the barbed wire, there's so few chances to use a barbed wire border punch. But then again, there's no barbed wire here. I'm putting way too much thought in here. Rustic fence. And we'll make it white. I don't want to make it bright white. I think that's just too much for the page. So we're going to use this Stardust white cardstock that has little flecks in it. Oh my gosh, this fence is so cute. I really haven't used it enough, but wow, that's cute. I gotta say, I don't have a lot of rustic fences in my world, but that's adorable. And I think I want it to go all the way across outside our frame, not just inside it here. And we'll put it down at the bottom. Do we want to cover up that? No, we just want to have it go down here. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and cut this off where I think it looks good. I won't go too close yet because I can always cut again. What if I cut the whole thing off? What would that look like? Let's just cover this up and see. If I had it coming down like this and I just cut it off, that's kind of cute. Okay, we're going to cut it off because there is no big white band down here. This would have been easier if I'd done it first time. So I'll go slow. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, I'm in love with this fence. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start assembling some things. This will work out. And if I can't fit all the photos, we'll use a peekaboo pocket, but I think I can. All right, so I'm just putting some repositionable tape runner here around the inside edge of my frame. So I don't want it out here because I don't want it to show. And now we'll get this centered here using my 13 by 13 mat. I'm so glad I stayed up to do this. Oh, I needed this. It's been a really busy day, all day long. And let's say we put this right down here, but have it go all the way across the page. I kind of like it going outside the frame. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, let's punch a horse. And Lakota is a light brown. I think he's a buckskin, am I right? Oh, have to ask Katie. He's beautiful, I know that. Oh, let's see. He needs to be lighter. This brown's too dark. We want to match Lakota. It's close. Okay, this is the closest I can find, this medium craft paper. So let's do that. So this whole piece of paper, and I'm just going to do this. Woo, that's it. That's so cute though. I could punch one in black and then cut just the mane, but let me try to see if I could create his little black mane there with a pen. I'll hang on to this punch at my table in case I screw this up. Okay, here's some scratch paper. Ooh, not the bold tip. We want the fine tip. That's not bad. I'll keep that. That's a fair portrayal. I just can't get over this fence here. So I have not attached the horse down. I'll probably use a foam square to put him down, I think. And now I've got to figure out if I can just put these photos all on this page. Oh, and have room for journaling.
Oh dear. It may just be a caption. All right, let's see what we can do. This photo is begging to be fussy cut, and I wish I hadn't trimmed it because I trimmed off a smidge of his arm there, but I don't think it will matter. I think I can cover that up a little bit. So if I need room, I can do that because that really helps you get a lot on the page, and I'm not really losing anything there. And that one may need to be matted. I could mat that with this perhaps, or with this, or with that. Nope, not that. Okay, I think I can do something with this, but this one has got to be fussy cut, and I think it's going to look cute. I have a 5-day retreat starting tomorrow that I am hosting for 16 people, and it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and what am I doing? I'm fussy cutting a photo from 2012. I really need to rethink my choices. Okay, this has got great possibilities. His head can come up, not off the page, but over the edge of that. I don't know if I want his arms coming over like that. That's kind of funny. I don't know, but I think I can trim this photo down. It's got that old building in the back, which looks cool. And this has got the little fence, but the fence is here as well. I can trim it a little bit. Let's do that. Give us a little bit more room, just a little bit here. You know, even when you just trim a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch here and there, it does help. I can put my captions right there. I don't know that I'm going to mat anything though. It's so close to the edge. It's already standing out there with that nice little border around it. I feel like this does need to be behind it, not just floating out like that. I don't like that. I like it being behind the photo. Now maybe that one could be matted. That's my favorite photo on the page, but this one's cute too. I'll give it a try. Oh, and let's do a skinny mat. I forgot that I had trimmed this off. Let me go ahead and attach this. And when you have a skinny mat, which is 1/8 of an inch, I just line up my photo right here to the left of the gray mat, and that is going to be 1/8 inch. And I'll do it again right here. And yes, I have screwed that up before. I've messed that up and accidentally lined it up on the cutting line and then just had 0 mat. That happens. I think I'm going to overlap this one too, and now we'll have room. Okay, I'm ready to attach this. I love it. All right, let's put this down. I'm even going to use regular tape runner. Let me make note of this date. It's August 25th, 2012. Don't let me forget that. Let's go ahead and put our little horse down with foam squares. I don't have any small enough for his little legs. And he can go right down here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I don't know why that is so cute. Maybe because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm easily impressed, but I love that. I love the simplicity of this page. It is really so fun to not have a huge project and to just go and scrapbook some photos like this from, wow, almost, 13.5 years ago. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It needed to be done. That had to be fussy cut. Such a silly little photo. That's all I need for embellishment right down there. I'm going to put some captions right up here and we'll finish this up. And done. My little middle of the night page is done and I absolutely love it. It needs nothing else. I can't wait to show Nathaniel in the morning. He'll love seeing this. He still goes to the barn with Katie every now and then to see Lakota. I know my photos are the star of this show, but that horse and rustic fence, oh, I just love it. And it's only 3:07 a.m. One page. That's all I could do this week. I'll give myself a break here and a little bit of grace because I've had so much going on with my fast page February and, of course, getting ready for my 5-day retreat. The night before my retreat, I went to bed after 4 a.m. If I hadn't scrapbooked, it would have only been about 3:30 a.m., so no harm done. But it was so fun pulling out those photos from over 13 years ago and seeing my little guy when he was a little guy and creating a really fun and easy page in the middle of the night. Thanks so much for watching again this week. Okay, next week I have got to get more done. My retreat's over on Sunday. I've got a whole week. And I've got an idea of what I want to do. We'll see if I can make it happen. I hope this series inspires you to go back into your computer, into your files, into your boxes of photos, and scrapbook those old memories. Just a page or two here and there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Hey. Hey, buddy. You just got to be a part of it, don't you?